Welcome in, everyone, live from Mike and Ed's Barbecue. It's the Glenwood Coaches Show, and I am with the head coach of the Glenwood Gators. Just keeps winning, baby. Gators moving on again. Coach, how you doing?
Always good to be here with you, dog.
It's smiling.
Hey, this time of year, if I'm here with you, that means we keep winning, baby. That's all that matters.
I love it. We even got an audience here for us, Coach. First things first, how do you feel about the win? What'd you tell your team after that big-time performance against Trinity Presbyterian?
You know, the three are just excited the way we played, and you never know. I mean, when you deal with high school kids, and you know, if they're ready for the moment's too big, and we were in uncharted territory. Being in the second round of football is something that we haven't done in the program yet, so you don't never know. And so I think that was the biggest thing that, you know, I was really pleased with our kids was just the way we played. And we played so hard, and I think that's the one thing that stood out to me the most was how hard our kids played Friday night in all three phases. You know, obviously our defense played outstanding Friday night, and offensively we were able to you know, score the ball. We kicked 2 field goals, which that's the first 2 we've kicked all year, but we come out, I think we get points on the first 6 possessions offensively, and then you know, Clay Sauerwein, our kicker, and like I said, he made 2 field goals, but you know, he continues to do a great job on our kickoff, and I thought our special teams played really well. So I can't say enough about our football team. Trinity had a really good football team, schematically, defensively. It was something that we weren't accustomed to. We had never seen it, but it's just something you don't see week in, week out. So we had to kind of change some things up we did offensively, but again, can't say enough about how we played defensively. Had a huge goal line stop to start the game. I think we had 4 turnovers in the ball game, so I thought we tackled a lot better than we did the week before. But we just played really fast, and I thought that's what we did defensively, and just pleased with our performance.
Well, Coach, offensively, you got off to a really good start, man. Talk about getting off to that quick start, how important that was, and how important that's been here in these first, really all season long, especially the latter half, winning 10 of your last 11. But specifically in the playoffs, these 2 first rounds, your team's gotten off to really good starts. Do you like how your team's come out focused with that?
Oh, for sure. And you know, I thought Trey, came out and played a really good ball game for us. I thought he handled some things really well. He had a big ball down the field on the opening drive to Cal on a little wheel concept that we had that was pretty open. And which Cal could have finished that thing off and scored, but then again, we were able to get down there and score the ball right there. So can't say enough about starting a quick start, and then defensively they take the next drive down and we hold them out of the end zone at the 1-yard line, and part of the play outstanding play on there on the 3rd down, and then we took the same possession drill and we went 99 yards, which is a huge drive, and that kind of changed the whole momentum of the ball game. We went up 14-0, and after that, we was able to get another, I don't want to say onside kick because it wasn't. It's just kind of how we're doing things right now, kind of a squib type deal. And it took a funny hop on them, but we got the ball back. Wish we could have cashed that in to make it 21, but credit our kicker Clay and got it to 17. And then when we got up 17-0, I really felt like as a head coach, I wanted to make them do something where they scored the ball. I didn't want to do nothing for us offensively to really turn them all over or kind of press the issue. I really do believe in running the football this time of year. You create, opportunities for your team to win when you can do that. And I just felt like as a coach, we come out and kind of just continue to do what we do until they actually press us to change, and they never did. And they never scored a touchdown on our one defense. They got one late, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. So it's just one of those deals where, like I told you, every week we just try to find a way to win the game, and every week's different. And it's about being one of those right now, and that's all that matters.
Coach, I've made the statement, and we're going to talk about a few key contributors here, but I've made this statement, and I love when you correct me if I'm wrong, but there's something about this team, the way they play together. It's a little bit different than last year. Last year was a really talented team, and I know you don't want to harp on last year, but I just feel like the biggest difference is the chemistry. The kids love playing with each other. They believe in the coaching staff. I don't see any toxic stuff on the sideline. Do you agree with that statement, that this group just loves playing with each other?
100%, and I've said it on here before. Not that our team last year wasn't a team, because it was. We had some very good players, and we had a good team last year, but this team gelled good. And I think we've been in some tough situations together, and there's some that we didn't come out victorious, whether it be Valley or Wadley, but you always can tell the kind of character of the team is. I look at 3 games right now. You look at the Valley game we lost, look at the Wadley game we lost, but we battled our tails off. And then you really go back and look at the Silicon game when we're down 24-0, and nobody panics. And our guys just keep playing for each other. They keep playing for our school. And that's all I can ask, and that's one thing that's been a real joy about this team this year. It's fun to go to work, it's fun to coach these guys, and I tell that all the time because they do love each other, they do care about each other, and it's bigger than football with a lot of these guys. So hopefully that bond can continue to bleed us through another round, but I would agree with you 100%. We got a very close-knit team.
Nate Malone, he's kind of taken over as the de facto running back. Running back committee this year, and I really think he's taken ownership of that. Talk about his progression and seeing him kind of take on that.
It was kind of one of the deals when we got Nate, did we want to play him inside at receiver? Did we want to play him at running back? And it just so happened in the Wiley game, Noah went down to inside linebacker with a deep contusion on his thigh. So we had to take Carter, which was probably our next best available inside linebacker at the time, and moved him from running back to inside linebacker to help our team. And he's done a great job of being a team guy and saying, Coach, whatever I got to do to help this team win, I'm going to do. So it was an easy transition. When you just look at our roster, Judah had to go play inside linebacker. Well, that opens up a running back spot. Now Nate's got to go play that. But not only that, we still are a three-headed monster at running back because you still got Josiah Clark, still got Judah, and all three of those guys can get carried at any point in time. So just can't say enough about the way Nate has came in and handled things. He's pretty electrifying when he's got the ball in his hands, and he's still learning. I think he's growing every game. Offense still learning things like that. But I think the big thing that he's really done the last couple of weeks is trying to press the ball for us. And you ain't got to do all this dance and stuff. You can do all that, which is very elusive when you run the ball. But it's more for me, and we talk about a lot in our buildings. Stick your foot in the ground, get vertical, go be who you are.
Well, Coach, 83-17. That's when you've outscored your two opponents at home. I don't care what you slice it, that's dominant. When you see that from your guys in these first two rounds, winning the first two ever playoff games in AHSA history and Glenwood history, what does that mean for you, Coach? Seeing what you've already accomplished, and the job not done. Job not done. But again, this is really impressive. You got to be happy with your.
You want to look back. I said this last week. You want to look back. You want to, think that you've done some good things. But as soon as you sit here, congratulate yourself on what happened last week in the season. So, you can ask our coaches. After the game on Friday night, you go home to your family stuff, and you feel good, and you want to enjoy the win. But I promise you, I woke up again like I did last week. I woke up at 6 o'clock, which I got to do. So I'm up early. But I'm up at 6 o'clock Saturday morning, and I'm on the phones ringing, trying to just turn the page and get all the information I can for our coaches and for our team on the next opponent. And so it don't stop this time of year. And to win where I want to go, I'm not just happy winning the first and second round. I want to go win the whole thing. That's the goal. If that ain't the goal, then why would we even do it? So, you do want to say, you'll look back probably in a month from now and really think that, we did a lot of great things this year, things like that. But I'm not ready for this again. No, nobody is. So it's back to preparation. And I really feel like our team has bought in. Our coaches have definitely bought in. If you prepare and we give these guys a chance, then we're going to play games tonight.
Coach, 10 of their last 11. 6 in a row. The Gators are playing lights out. And they're one of 2 teams left in Alabama in our area, and one of only 3 teams left total in our area. So 4 teams, still playing for the playoffs. You got to get them all right. But still, 2 in Georgia, 2 in Alabama. One of them is the Gators. We'll take a break. When we come back, we got to talk about that next opponent, Coach. They're pretty daggum good. Southside Selma. They're undefeated. We'll talk about that next here on the Glenwood Coach Show.
All right.
Risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
I probably ain't gonna be done.
Coach, we're going to get the mics right, even though everybody could hear us, just not as clearly. Hopefully you can hear us great now. Rich, are we good? I'm just giving you the thumbs up. Hope everybody else that's listening thinks we sound good, Coach. Let's go ahead and get into it. Southside Selma. They're undefeated, Coach. You're one of the best teams in the entire 3A classification, ranked in the top 3. What do you know about this team from Selma, Alabama?
A lot. No, we spent a lot of time on them the last 48 hours. So, they're good. I mean, say that I don't know what else to say. Very talented team.
And that shows that the mics are right.
Yeah,
They got picked up.
You good. A very talented team. It starts with their offense. There ain't no doubt about it. Coach's son's the quarterback. Athletes all over the field. And, they got number one's a long 6'6" guy, jump ball guy that goes up and makes a lot of plays. Number 3, maybe the best athlete they got. Very good receiver. So then you got 4, and you got 17, and you got 12. So I probably can go on and on. They got 5, they got 8. I mean, it's just.
So the quarterback, 55 touchdowns, 5,000 yards.
Yeah. So very impressive stats from him. So we just gotta prepare, and that's the biggest thing I challenge our kids coming in the building yesterday and today is we got to do everything we can this week to prepare for what they do, prepare for the game. And then hopefully we can come out Friday and be successful.
Well, Coach, they beat Cottage Hill last week 39-22 and then beat Dadeville in the first one 35-12. Y'all had no problem with Dadeville, but I know you probably don't do much of comparison other than just watching film on them, Coach. Defensively, you've been lights out. Josh McConnell, between him and maybe one other coach around here, those two guys have been the best two defensive minds and defensive assistant coaches, I think, in our area. What kind of problems are they going to present, and what are things that y'all want to continue doing successful like you have the previous 2 weeks to make sure they don't put up 54 points like they do?
Well, I mean, the biggest challenge for us is, the last few weeks we faced a lot of run-heavy offense as well. You got to kind of flip the script with this. Like you just said, he's 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards throwing. They want to throw the ball, and that's who they are, and that's what they want to do. So we got to flip the script too, and we got to defend the pass this week, and not say they don't run the ball because they do, and they're successful at that, but they just got a lot of weapons. So we've got to come out and we've got to be sound. I think one thing we definitely got to do better than we did last week is when the ball's in the air, our DBs, we got to make plays on the ball, and we probably had 4 or 5 times last week with the ball in the air that we probably should have had interceptions, and either we drop them or we don't make plays on them. So we've got to get that corrected because the ball will be in the air a lot this week, and he will be throwing it up. So when we get our opportunities defensively to go make plays on the ball, we definitely got to go make them. So, but again, 3-0, I told the kids this Sunday when we first met and we introed Southside Selma. There's not going to be any team you play this time of year that ain't going to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I told them today, there's 4 ball games left in the state of Alabama in 3A. Yeah. And there's 2 in the South, 2 in the North, and we're one of the Final 4 in the South right now. So everybody is going to be good right now. So
there's no cakewalks.
Yeah, there's not. So if you're not prepared to play and you can't get up for this game and do what we got to do from Sunday to Thursday to prepare your body and prepare your mind, then you're not going to give ourselves a chance to win. So that's the biggest thing for me right now as a coach is hopefully our kids, our coach, everybody's bought in to our process, and not that we change anything because we don't change our process. I feel like what we do works. It's been working for a long time, so we just got to take it to a different level. You got to watch extra film. You got to prepare your body and just do everything we possibly can to get ready to win this week.
Yeah, well, Coach, this is a really good team, obviously, but they did beat Thomasville early in the year, 22-15. Obviously, the Gators had no problem with Thomasville 2 weeks ago, but this team is super talented. And Coach, when you see Southside Selma offensively for your team, you feel like the way that y'all are playing these last couple of weeks, there's some things that you may see on film that can be a positive for y'all?
Well, they're a very aggressive defense. They like to bring pressure. They like to play a heavy front, and so they pack a lot of guys in the box. So, we're going to have to do some things to try to combat that. But, they're good at what they do, and they're a very attack style. I guess, their system, their coach, they're very attacking. They like to attack you when they're on offense. They like to attack you on defense. They're going to get up in your face, play a lot of press man, bring a lot of pressure. So we've got to find ways to combat it and find ways to continue to run the football and find ways to continue to be sound in everything we're doing and throw and catch the ball also. So again, they're going to present some problems for us. Because they got a good football team. But hopefully, some of the things we do is going to present some problems for them. And we're expecting a very physical ball game up there in Selma on Friday. So again, hopefully we can do everything we can throughout the week to prepare and go get another victory.
Coach, your 5 toughest games this year during the regular season, all of them were on the road, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Randolph County on the road, Lee Scott, Wadley, Valley, and then Sylacauga. You did a pretty good job, especially later on in the season, being on the road. Do you think those battle-tested games, being on the road this year, is going to help y'all for this moment?
100%. And I think the big thing for me, and it's not how we want to draw it up, but sometimes in the season it happens like that.
Yeah.
And I still don't think we've got the credit we deserve for going on them trips. Besides really the Wadley trip, that we handled them very well.
Yeah.
It's not easy going on the road and winning football games, and we've been able to do that. But I do think that it has prepared us for what we're fixing to get into, because when you start giving an itinerary out to the players and the coaches, it's like, well, hey, this is what we did a month ago. Hey, this is what we did when we went here.
No doubt.
We're accustomed to it. We know what it looks like. We know what we got to do. We know what the mentality's got to be. So now we just got to go do it.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Final message. You really ain't got to say nothing to them because they're going to come out in full support, but do it anyway, man.
Yeah.
Because, again, one of only 4 teams still alive left in our area to bring home a championship. It's Tri-City versus everyone.
Yep.
Why does Glenwood community come out the south side, Selma, and cheer on your Gators?
For one, obviously the support. We got to have it.
Yeah.
We're going on the road, and I'm sure they're going to pack their side out, so we need them there. But, look, this is big time, Thrift. A lot of people.
Quarterfinals, baby.
Exactly. We're in the quarterfinals. It's big time, man. So, a lot of people, when we took this journey 2 years ago, thought
there was
that
no chance.
This day would never happen. More or less, we got to the playoffs, this kind of stuff like that. But this is big time. And, these kids deserve it. Our program deserves it. And, be happy to come support what these guys have been able to accomplish this year. But, I don't expect our guys to go in here and do nothing but what we've done all year and go fight, like we do, and play as hard as we possibly can and find a way to go win a game. And that's the goal right now. And, we got done staffing today, and we were talking everything. Y'all, we're going to win.
Yeah.
That's the mentality, and that's got to be the mentality for everybody, just like it was last week.
Yeah.
And, we're going to pour every ounce we can into it this week, from the players, from the coaches, and we got to find a way to have one more point than them and hopefully get to the next one.
Well, you've been a good inspiration to not only to your players, coach, but to myself, to the Glenwood community. Having a newborn while trying to win a championship is never easy, but you're doing it gracefully right now, Coach. So congratulations on winning one round.
Yep.
Now let's get another one and make history and go to the semifinals once again.
Ain't no doubt.
Hopefully we'll be back here again next week. Thank y'all so much for watching. It's the Glenwood Coaches Show here on Georgia Alabama Sports Side. We will be traveling to Southside Selma and broadcasting for the NFHS Network. So it'll be a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast on the NFHS. You can watch your Gators take down Southside Selma. We'll see you next time.